Here we are again with Dr. Savage's University Mobile, and I do want to say it's been a pleasure just kind of getting to dig into leadership. And sometimes I feel like we got to get to some more of the nitty gritty stuff. My question is what would you say is the most dangerous aspect of leadership?
Gosh, I think there's a lot of things that we could say, because leadership is dangerous. Because leaders take risk, leaders go places where other people hadn't been, leaders have to rally people together. Leaders, if the organization doesn't turn out like people expect, that leader's job's at risk oftentimes. I think all of that can play into a leader and the risk involved. But to me, the most dangerous aspect of leadership is me. Right?
That's good, yeah.
I mean, D.L. Moody, when he was at his prime, he had some people that were really coming against him up in Chicago. And the media, someone from the media asked Moody and said, "Who's your greatest enemy?" And he said, "My greatest enemy is me." And that's so true. I think for my own life, Jourdain, I look back, I mean, I'm the one who stumbles and falls. I'm the one who sins. I'm the one who messes things up. I'm the one who doesn't listen to the Lord. I'm the one who rushes in to do something before seeking God's wisdom.
So true. So true.
You know, and then it's easy to go point the blame on everyone else. It's human nature. We see it from Adam and Eve till today. But I think, what's so important is trust. Because if trust goes away, then it's hard to lead. Because I always say trust is consistency over time, and we have to be consistently something, right? Consistently a person of character, consistently prayerful, consistently skillful in our jobs. And we have to be consistent so that people around us trust that. And if you remove that trust, if I'm inconsistent, then I got problems because they don't know who's showing up. Is Jekyll showing up today or is Hyde showing up today? Right? And that's why it's important. And that's just like a marriage relationship or any friendship relationship or anything else. It always comes down to trust. So that's the most dangerous thing that I think we have to be careful of, is not to lose the trust of people that follow us.
Now, on that note, the trust being the major focus, let's take me for example. What can I do in a situation of leadership where I could be sure to be maintaining other people's trust while being a trustworthy person? What is something I can do as a leader that can show that trust, that can show people?
One, it's consistency over time. That's how I define trust. Consistency over time. So one, you come into a new job someplace, right? A new church position, whatever. We try to rapidly gain people's trust. The truth is you can't, because you can't speed up time. So it's going to take a while to build the trust of the people. That's how come people make mistakes and they come in and they're like, "I'm going to change everything so quick." That's a way to do it, but it's not the best way to do it. It's better to win people's trust so that they're going to be willing to follow, so that you can then lead them, not just let me blow this thing up, unless it really needs blowing up, right? I've been in that situation before.
That happens sometimes.
But that's kind of out of the norm. But I think that, it's you being consistent over time. Not just from the pulpit, not just in the position of a chaplain, not just, at church, but being consistent outside of church. So when they see you out in the community, you're the same person in church as you are out of church. The way you talk in church is the same as you talk out of church.
That makes me think of 1 Timothy, being above reproach, living that lifestyle where you're not giving the people another reason not to trust you.
Sure, that's right. So don't give people, you answered your own question. Don't give people a reason not to trust you. And, there's something else too that goes with this. If you took like just a straight line and made, like, let's say they're great, they're awesome, they do a great job, then the next week they're horrible. The next week they're really terrific, great with people. The next week they're stink. They don't show up on time, they don't show up for meetings, they have a bad attitude. And it's this up and down, ebb and flow deal, right? A lot of times we hire people based on because of look how good they were. Listen, I'd rather have somebody who's kind of even keel all the way along the way. hey, I know Monday he might be pretty good. Tuesday might be a bad day, but he's not going to be horrible. I don't need a home run hitter every time. I want somebody that I know is going to get on base consistently. And that's a big thing that we must learn as a leader, and that you got to learn as a leader is you want to hire people that are consistent over time. Not your great event, this, that, and then they're horrible and they don't show up, they got a bad attitude, you can't depend on them. Give me somebody to depend on all day long, always, and I'll hire them and have them on my team way more than someone who's flashy sometimes and sometimes not.
Well, that's good. I mean, I really appreciate it, Dr. Savage. I think today you've really given us a good vision on what it means to not only be a leader, but also what we need to look for in people that we're going to have that are going to be part of our leadership.
That's right.
I think that's a very essential part. I really thank you.
So glad to do it.
All right. Well, y'all have a great day.